Hi, my name is Aiden Bale, and in this presentation, I will be explaining an example of operant conditioning from my own life. Operant conditioning is a type of learning in psychology that explains how behavior is influenced by the consequences that follow it. Um, in many situations, people repeat behaviors that lead to positive outcomes and avoid the behaviors that lead to negative outcomes. My example of operant conditioning comes from my experience playing soccer. Um, Operant conditioning is a type of learning where behavior is shaped by consequences. Psychologists explain that when a behavior is followed by reward, that behavior becomes more likely to happen again in the future. On the other hand, when a behavior leads to punishment or a negative consequence, that behavior becomes less likely to occur. Operant conditioning helps explain how people develop habits and behaviors over time because individuals can learn from the results of their actions. One important concept in operant conditioning is positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement occurs when something positive is added after a behavior happens. Because the outcome is rewarding, the person becomes more likely to repeat the behavior again. Positive reinforcement is commonly used in many areas of life, including sports, school, and work. Coaches, teachers, and parents often use praise or rewards to encourage people to continue performing certain behaviors. An example of operant conditioning in my life comes from playing soccer. When I played soccer in high school, my coach would praise me and sometimes give me more playing time when I performed well during practices and games. Because of this, I became more motivated to work hard and attend practice regularly. I learned that performing well and putting in effort during practices would lead to positive feedback from my coach, and it would give me more opportunities to play in games. Um, in this situation, the behavior was me playing well and working hard during practices and games, and then the reinforcement was my coach praising me and giving me the extra playing time. This is an example of positive reinforcement because something positive was added after the behavior occurred. Because I received praise and more playing time, I was encouraged to continue putting in effort and improving my performance in winning games like these people. Overall, operant conditioning explains how people learn behaviors through the consequences of their actions. When behaviors are rewarded, they're more likely to be repeated. Um, when behaviors lead to negative outcomes, people tend to avoid them. My experience playing soccer demonstrates how positive reinforcement can motivate someone to work harder and improve their performance. And this example just shows how operant conditioning influences everyday behavior and helps shape how people can learn from their experiences. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and that is it for me.